Hell yeah, welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser. You know who said this was a great podcast? A couple of my buddies named Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Methamphetamine. They all told me that this is the greatest podcast known to man. We do this podcast, Stop Crying Poser, every Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And I say that every single episode. So why is it 5:10 p.m.? Well, it's because we are late. Shout out to the real Griff, iBook boy, Derek Gatz, low-key, premeditated bastard. Smaller crowd than usual. I always say it's about quality, not quantity. But I imagine the smaller crowd is because I showed up late. If I was working a job and I showed up an hour and 40 minutes late, I'd be fired. Luckily, you guys cannot fire me as much as you try. People online, they're trying to fire me all the time. They even threaten me. I got some good death threats this week. Somebody said, hey, I'm in Las Vegas. I'm going to come to your house and shoot your dog. I said, you should come to Fremont Street because I'm actually at Binion's Casino right now. And after this, I'll go to the D. And then after that, I'll be at the casino called the Four Queens. So that would be a perfect time. Instead of writing it down, do something. It's been an uneventful week, but I have a little bit of fun things to talk about if you guys want to hear it. Usually I save trivia for the middle of the podcast or towards the end, but today we're switching it up. Who wants to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack today and today only? You can win no matter what country you live in, even Sweden, even Stevens. Today's question is, what year did the classic Disney movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, what year did that movie come out? And it will surprise you, because in my mind, I was going to say, I bet it came out in the 60s, because to me, that sounded logical. I guess when you know the real answer is 1937, it's kind of shocking because this is before cell phones, before the internet. I mean, I didn't even know, is it even in color? I don't know. Speaking of color, I think they were still calling black people coloreds in the 1930s. How the fuck is this movie still relevant? Is there anyone alive from 1937 other than Snow White? I don't know. But shout out to who got it right. Derek Gatz, you are the winner. Send me a DM after the podcast and you can claim your prize. iBook Boy said 1963. That's kind of what I was thinking. Premeditated Bastard said 1934, 1937, 1938. You guys were all pretty good. And Derek says, Google, baby. Listen. I'm not the cops, okay? I don't care if you cheat to win trivia. I'm not going to put you in jail. Listen, I thought this was America. You're allowed to cheat if you want to. I don't fucking care. It's a goddamn podcast. We got 8 people watching. No one cares if you cheat. You know what's worse than cheating? When I ask a basic ass question and you guys fumble around a bunch of dumbass incorrect answers for 3 straight minutes, and then I have to fill the air with random ramblings. I'm over here yapping, waiting for someone to please God get the answer right. I'd rather you guys just fucking cheat. And I'm happy that someone did today. So let's talk about why I am so late. Yesterday, so this week was my friend T. It was his birthday. You guys know him in the chat. If you're a regular Twitch viewer, his name is Big Heem. He's also oftentimes on stream, hanging out, drinking a beer. It was his birthday. We wanted to celebrate. So my friend Nick was like, hey, dude, I'll take Friday and Thursday off work, and then I'll buy you a baseball ticket, and you can come watch a baseball game with the whole group of friends, all of our buddies. Man, we were talking about it. It was going to be like 8 people, 10 people was going to all be in the squad, all going to roll out. T's lady was like, hey, Steve, or they don't call me Steve. Hey, Ninja, I'll buy you a ticket. Should I get 5 tickets or 6 tickets right now? And I'm like, listen, don't buy me a ticket now. I don't mind showing up and paying at the window. Because I'm also like, hey, what if I get hurt or I can't show up? I would hate to owe you money for buying the ticket and then I can't make it. So they're like, okay, like we'll buy all the tickets. And I'm like, don't buy me a ticket. Don't need to buy tickets. Plans change. Things happen. Anyways, the day it happens, right? It was Thursday. Everything's going according to plan until you get in the group chat. No one shows up. Not a fucking soul. It's me, Nick Stems, and his wife. Man, just 3 people. They swore to God, they're like, well, is 10 gonna be enough? Should we get 2 extras? First off, everyone who planned on going didn't go. Also, can I talk to you guys? Listen, I know I complain about everything. I complain every single day about something. But the weather this year is fucking really annoying. I had to stream a few days ago inside my house. It's 82 degrees in my house. And I was kind of stubborn. I didn't want to turn on the air conditioner. Eventually I turned it on because I got so hot. I can only take off so many clothes. And last time I showed my dick on stream, nobody was as impressed as I thought they would be. So we can't go back to that. So I started turning on the air conditioner, and then it's just so hot outside, right? Then I go to this Major League Baseball game, and I got frostbite. 4 of my toes are black from frostbite. I'm wearing a long sleeve, and then I'm wearing my jacket. I'm wearing jeans. I got my big socks on, freezing to goddamn death. I look around, people had to leave. People left baseball at the 6th inning because they thought they were going to be sweating, and I'm out here in a fucking igloo eating honey bread like the fucking outdoor boys, freezing my fucking ass off, dying. And then leave it to the stupid fucking Las Vegas Aviators to go into fucking overtime on the coldest fucking day of the year. I left. Who won the game? I don't know. Polar bears must have won the game because that's the only one physically capable of surviving through the rest of that game. The players, I hope they're getting paid because the players aren't allowed to bundle up. I had my hands were inside my sleeves, balled up. I couldn't clap. I was clapping like a fucking dumb kid. Couldn't clap. They're like, I'm going freezing. Should I get the hot dog? Dying. When one day earlier, 115 degrees outside. I'm getting sick of this fucking weather. Anyways, I did look at the score, and we lost. So it really a perfect, like a movie ending. It was great. Not a single fucking thing went right. No one showed up to the birthday party. You know what? I'll lie. You know what? We need to look for the silver lining. I'll tell you some things that went good. Stems chick paid for extra good seats. So tickets were $33 each when I could and I should have went with my gut and just got standing room only. Cuz this stadium, I bet it holds 10 to 15,000. And the graphic on the screen said there was 4,000 people in attendance. Listen, I think they're including everyone who can see the stadium from their house. I swear to God, there's 300 people at this game. I think they tacked on a 0. There's 300 people at this game. No one cares. Freezing to death. 33. Why did we get extra good seats? Why did we get extra good seats? I could have walked. Listen, no one's there. I could have put on a jersey and just jumped in the lineup. They wouldn't have even noticed. There was so little happening. I could have pretended to be a baseball player, and I probably would have got on base because we were playing like shit. The redeeming quality is it was $2 beer night. $2 for a beer. Hey, you can't beat that. Except they turned it off in the second inning. No more beer. You got to wait in line for 8 fucking hours. You're only allowed to get 2 beers per person. And then they give it to you and they take it away. They give it to you for one and a half innings and they take it away. So, I get thirsty in the third inning and I walk over to where it used to be $2 beers. And there's just a guy standing there. He goes, "It's done." I was like, "What do you mean it's done? What is this, like Mortal Kombat? What the fuck is this? What do you mean it's done? What are you? Is this like, am I trying to escape into Alcatraz? It's done. What do you mean it's done? It's done. No more beer? I can see them carting. I can see them on a dolly taking the beer away. Like, it ain't done. It's there. Y'all are done. You turned it off. The beer still exists on Earth right now. Physical form. I can see it. It's bye $2 beer. Bye. You still exist. Bye. They got fucking 1,000 employees there. What? They didn't want to give me no more beer. That's fine. That's cool. What? Like, who cares? Right? Because I can just go to the snack bar and get a beer. No big deal, right? Who cares? Who cares? Just go to the snack bar and get a $13 beer. Jesus Christ, man. Anyways, Stem's lady she's like, "I'm kind of hungry." And in my mind, I was a little peckish as well. But I was, listen, if I'm at a baseball game, I'm going to get a hot dog. And they have a lot of cool hot dogs. They had an elote dog, they had a carne asada dog. They have non-Mexican food on dogs as well. I can't off the top of my head think of anything that they have. But there's like 7 types of hot dogs. They have one that has Cheeto dust all over it. I feel like it's tradition, right? You want to get a beer and a hot dog. And you're going to pay $18. Good. Fuck it, dude. I work hard to eat a pig's dick covered in Cheetos and paying $18 for it. Fuck my money. Who gives a fuck about it? Anyways, they had a food truck that made pizza. And Stem's lady got a margarita pizza. She had 1 bite of it and said, "I'm full." She's like, "Steve." She actually does call me Steve. "Steve, you want a bite of pizza?" I'm like, "Sure." Hey, sure. Fuck it, I'll have one bite. I ate the whole fucking thing. She goes, "I don't want any more." I ate the entire pizza. I'm the only one who eats food, I guess, in the world, because Nick didn't want any of it. And that was, okay, listen, I'm talking about silver linings. The pizza was fantastic. And now, you know what I want? Tomorrow, I'm going to get another margarita pizza from a different place. Because, my God, is basil not the best? Is basil not the greatest herb in the world? With potentially, maybe, thyme as a close second? I don't know why these YouTube chefs are putting parsley on everything. Who fucking cares? Cilantro, it's good. Take it or leave it. You have to eat it on Mexican food or else, it's not authentic. You know what, dude? Basil, though, my God. It is so good. It was great. I'm going to eat it again. So anyways, Aviators lost. Silver lining, there was one guy 2 rows over from us. When I say 2 rows over, there was not a single human being in between us because no one showed up to this fucking game. Not a soul. And this guy knew a lot about baseball. He knew every player's name. And I know what you're going to say. Well, it says it on the back of their shirt. No, he just knew. He just knew all of them. He knew them on like nickname basis. Hey, CJ! I'm like, man, the screen says like Charles. This motherfucker knows everyone's nickname. He's like, man, your dad's name is Jeff. He knew the umpire's name, screamed at him, and at first I thought it was a lie. And this guy's just screaming. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, it must be a drunk guy. He didn't have a beer the whole game. He just knew how to keep baseball fans entertained. If If I could go to every game that guy goes to, my life would be actually better. Screaming at the umpire. Screaming at him. Then he found out the umpire's name, which was Ezekiel. And he's like, fuck the umpire! Fuck you! He's like, I know your fucking name's Ezekiel! And then, obviously, it's AAA. There's going to be a couple of bad calls. This guy's screaming at the umpire. He's like, I can't wait for a fucking robot to replace you. And security didn't talk to him. Nobody cared. So at like a big major league game, you would imagine if you're that disruptive or distracting, I don't know, maybe security would talk to you. Nobody fucking cared. Nobody was interested. And his voice carried over the entire stadium because there were so few people. So you go to Golden Knights hockey, there's an aura. You can kind of hear mumblings, and the game is really loud, and then there's always music kind of playing. Baseball was silent. You could hear a pin drop, and then the guy screaming at the umpire, and it was great. And then I was like, hey, this guy's going to get even funnier if he gets a few beers in him. Whole game, guy doesn't have a single beer. Knows the word to every fucking song. Starts talking shit to the mascot. Dude, just a real pleasure. So I started off complaining about how terrible the day was because I do still have frostbite. But man, that guy really made the day fun. And of course, after the game's over, I'm like, hey, can one of y'all drop me off at home? Like, yeah, I'll come over, I'll drink a beer. We get home at like 8 p.m., whatever, 9 p.m. And I'm like, you guys already know how this story's gonna go. I'm like, hey guys, I can't drink too many beers, and I can't have you guys hanging out all night because I got a podcast to do tomorrow, and I don't want to show up late. I don't want to let down my I don't want to let down my loyal viewers and friends. Certainly wouldn't want to let them down and show up an hour and 40 minutes late. So I say, you know what? I'll probably kick you guys out of here at like 1 a.m. We can have a few beers, playing some Clask, right? We're watching TV, we're playing Clask, having fun. It's like a little marble game, like a board game, just having a fun little time. And then, of course, 11 o'clock rolls around, 12 o'clock rolls around, 1 o'clock rolls around. And they're like, damn, remember? You said, listen, in their defense, they were like, hey, you did ask us to leave at 1. And I was like, fuck it. How about 2? And then, can you guys guess the rest of the story? 2 comes around, I go, fuck it. 3 rolls around, who cares, man? Who cares? I'll wake up on time. Who cares? Still got beer in the fridge. And then, well, we did run out of beer. Still got vodka in the fridge. What's the worst that could happen? And I fell asleep on the fucking couch in the middle of a conversation. Fell asleep just like And I think those fuckers left at like 5 in the morning. So it was great. It was great, man. What a day. Listen, moving forward from all the negativity, it's going to be a great evening. And before I tell you guys why this evening is going to be so fun, first off, we're all going to hang out. I don't know if you guys happen to be watching this on YouTube or on Podbean or Spotify, you're not going to experience this because the podcast comes out later in the week. But for those of you watching live, I'm going to be streaming for the next like 8 hours. We're fucking hanging out. Anyways, so that was yesterday at Aviators. I don't want this to become like a theme, but you guys already know I was hungover at the baseball game. Why? You knew you were going to a baseball game. Why would you go overboard the night before? Because I'm stupid. I don't fucking know. So the night before, we're really celebrating T's birthday. I said, hey, bro, T, come downtown. We'll play some keno, live keno. My buddy Johnny's in town. Renee's cousin's in town. We'll get the guys together. Let's get all the dicks together, all the ball sacks and dicks and shit. Let's invite all the gays. Anyways, we all show up. Half of them had never played live keno. And if you don't know what that is, it's a gambling game that's a lot like bingo. So if you've ever played bingo, you pick some numbers. It costs 40 cents, 40 cents to play, but the game takes like 2 minutes. So you give them $4. You say, I want 10 games. And then you sit down in a chair and you watch this ball machine pick random numbers. And if the random numbers in the ball machine matches your number, you win money. So for 40 cents, you can win up to like $10,000. I won, off of my $4, I won 20 cents, which means I lost $3.80, but it was fine. And I'll tell you why. It's about bang for your buck. There's a little lounge called the Keno Lounge. You can sit in a booth, you know, like think like a restaurant. You can sit in a booth, you know, like 6-7 people can fit in this booth. You guys play on your phone, you talk, you laugh. There's sports on TV, and you just sit there and wait for these games to play, and maybe one of you wins $10,000. But here's the best part. Every 3 minutes, some chick with her tits hanging out comes over and goes, drinks, cocktails. And you go, Madame, m'lady, excuse me, m'lady, I actually would like a drink. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking that when you say, hey, I would love a Michelob Ultra, I would love a vodka soda, I would love a whiskey and diet, I would like a Heineken, ma'am. In your mind, you would think, okay, that'll be $8. No, not in Las Vegas. Not if you're with me. Not if you're at the Keno Lounge. Not if you're a gambler. I'm actively gambling. They don't know that I'm only spending 40 cents. They don't know that because they can't look at my card. They don't know if I'm spending 40 cents or if I just spent $6,000. They have no idea. So beer's free, and if you're nice, you tip a couple bucks. Thank you for the beer. And you don't even have to get up out of your seat. They bring it all the way to you, set it down, and you say, here's $2. And even though $2 isn't shit, they go, thank you so much. Thank you. Because the thing is, that chick just served 40 beers, and she just made $80 in a minute and a half. So it was great, man. If you guys are not using the loophole in Las Vegas of keno and gambling and getting free beer, you got to hang out with me. It's called Unk Tour Guides. I will show you how to get the best bang for your buck. But yeah, it was great. Man, really good. Live Keno was great. If you gamble enough money, they'll even give you free food. I've never gambled that much because I'm fucking homeless. I also, like, for as much as I do be gambling, I'm very frugal. You know, I drop $40 in a week. I can afford to lose $40 in a week. Also, every once in a while, I turn that $40 into $500, $1,000, $1,500. Every once in a while, then I take a picture of it and post it online and say, I won. And then, of course, your fucking bum-ass friends are like, let me borrow some money. And then you have to block them. That's the Las Vegas way. That's the way to do it. Why was I telling you guys that it's going to be such a nice evening? Well, let me tell you guys. My secret admirer, as I was sleeping, slumbering, probably sweating and farting, waking up late. My secret admirer sent me a message and said, I bought you a steak. I said, damn, bitch, what? I bought you a steak. And then I'm like, it's like 3 p.m. I'm still in bed. I look over at the phone. I'm like, oh, buy me a steak. What the fuck does that mean? And then the phone goes off again. Beep. It goes, I left it outside your door. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It's definitely like, it's in danger. Between all the stray cats and wild fucking roaming dogs in my third world neighborhood, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, dude. I go out there, dude. It's in a cooler with ice. And guess what else was there? A Steel Reserve 211 inside the cooler. Cooler, ice, a New York strip steak, and a fucking Steel Reserve 211. Alcoholic beverage. Didn't even make eye contact with the person that left it. Don't even know if it was her. Could have been Uber Eats or something. It could have been Uber Deliver. Who knows? But I'll tell you what. after this stupid ass podcast is done, I'm going to cook it on stream and eat it in front of you guys. And that is going to give me my second wind. I'm trying to keep it together for the podcast, but I am pretty hungover today. You know what I don't like? And I've talked about this on stream, but I don't know if I've talked about this. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast. When you watch anyone who's like dedicated a significant amount of time to an activity. So for Twitch, it would be like speed running a video game. Or for me, it'd be like skateboarding. I love when somebody who has never skateboarded in their entire life, I love when like they have zero time on the board, never even thought of, they don't even own a skateboard. When they go, I say, man, I'm really frustrated with how my week went, man. I couldn't land this one trick. I tried really hard to land this trick, but I couldn't land it. And then your friend who's never stepped foot on a skateboard goes, well, you did better than I could do. How the fuck in what world do you think that makes me feel better? Yeah, you're better than me. Of course I'm better than you. I spent my whole fucking life doing this. You're like 400 pounds. Of course does that make me feel better? What, are you fucking crazy? And the same thing with like speed running. You go on there, this guy spent the last 10 years of his life playing Mario. And he messed up the final jump, and he's just devastated. He's just like, fuck, dude, I was so close. I worked so hard for this, and there's gonna be one fuckhead in the chat room that's like, well, you're better than me. Of course he's better than you. He's the best player in the fucking world. You're some random guy eating Cheetos watching Twitch. Who thought that was gonna be a compliment? Oh, you're better than me. Yeah, no fucking shit, I'm better than you. Also, when did you become the bar? When did it become, oh, as long as I'm better than that one guy, I shouldn't complain? Why do you think that you are the bar, the level of elite skateboarding? You a guy that's never skate, you're better than me. Yeah, no shit, I'm better than you. No if I was worse than you, I'd kill myself. First off, if I've been skateboarding for 25 years and you're better than me, I'm killing myself. Are you crazy? How's that a compliment? My God. Fucking ridiculous. Anyways, I hate that shit, dude. I hate that shit. Anyways, can't wait to cook this steak, man. Very excited for that. Feel like now that we're on the podcast, we're getting loud, we're yelling, we're laughing, we're having a good time. Yeah, but you're better at podcasting than I am. Oh, have you ever filmed yourself or recorded? Nope. Zero experience. You're better than me. Yeah, nope. It's episode fucking 350. I better be fucking better than you. Oh, man. What movies did I watch this week? I watched some good stuff, guys. I watched a mini documentary called Gold and Greed. I've been talking about this all week. Some old man buried a treasure, $5 million in it, buried it. And then he wrote a bunch of hints about how to find his buried treasure. And you're thinking, oh, this sounds like a Disney movie. Nah, just some old guy on the brink of death said, fuck it. I'm rich. I got millions of dollars. How about I put $5 million in the ground and just wait for somebody to find it? And you know what? I'll give you a hint. I'll tell you where it is. I'll give you a bunch of little like cryptic notes, a poem. I'll write a poem about it. And it was real. And the documentary is about people that dedicated their life to finding his treasure. And the best part is only one person can find it. So they're interviewing fucking 10 different people. And as you're watching the documentary, you're like, dude, 9 of y'all are going to be really mad by the end of this documentary because y'all are going to fail. It's really great. Called Gold and Greed. I also watched a new series, 4-episode short series called Adolescence. It got really great ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. I would compare this movie. It's like a drama like sad story. And if you liked like Reservoir Dogs, or like Pulp Fiction, like that style of cinematography where some of the scenes, like one single scene with no camera cuts, some of the scenes are like 15 fucking straight minutes long. So I'm thinking that's a lot of lines to remember. Also, that's a long time to be in character and not fuck up a little bit. So you think some people in Hollywood movies, it'll be like a 3-second scene where somebody's like, ha, yeah, right. That'll be their line. Ha, yeah, right. And they have to do that same take 40 times because their eye moved weird or change the camera. You know, like there's a lot of fuck ups and retakes. So I have big respect for a movie that where all the actors can stay in perfect character, really well acted for 10 fucking straight minutes, 15 minutes. Cameraman doesn't trip over a cord. Like everything is really well done. The story is very slow, painfully slow. You guys know me from Ninja Review. If I see a bird in a skateboarding video, I lose my fucking mind. The show is very, very slow, and it's hard to predict where it's gonna go. But I think I like movies like that, where you really can't predict what's gonna happen. So if you're into really slow movies that are serious topic, great acting, really, really good acting, you would love the series Adolescence. It's about 50, what is that? 1/3, hour and a half. It's probably 2.5 hours of watch time. And I don't know, you can like eat some chips and play on your phone. It's a type of movie where you can play on your phone and watch it and you won't miss much. You won't miss anything. But if you guys were looking for something to watch, I would say Golden Greed is cool. There's some characters on there, they're like rednecks looking for treasure. And they're like, I might be a redneck, but I'm not stupid. I'm going to find that goddamn treasure. And I'm going to find it. And I'm going to become a millionaire. And then there's another guy. He's like, IT, like, he's like, well, I certainly am looking for the treasure as hard as I can. I'm dissecting the clues. It's a very awesome group of random people in the show Gold and Greed. And Adolescence, the show, also, I can see why the Rotten Tomatoes critics gave it a good score and the audience gave it a medium score, is because it's very slow. You gotta really appreciate cinematography to like the show. I think you guys would like it. If you're bored, you got some free time, check it out. Watch it with your lady or something. Premeditated says it was hidden in the Appalachian Mountains. I don't know what that is. I recently, if anyone was wondering how dumb I am, last week I bet someone money. I was so confident. I bet someone money that Brazil was not in South America. And they looked at me like I was fucking stupid. And I looked at them like I had all the answers. I felt like a fucking genius. I'm Bill Gates. I'm Elon Musk. Of course I know where Brazil is. It's near China somewhere. And this fucker, he's like, no, it's not. He asks Siri. Siri's like, yeah, it's fucking in South America. I'm like, nah, fuck Siri, dude. Fake news. She lies. Show me on a map. Motherfucker's like, okay. Brings up a map. So my question is, when did they move it? Like, the real question is, when did they move it from over there? It's a lot. It must take a lot of work to move an entire gigantic country. It used to be by China, dude. So anyways, yeah, I lost $1. I was supremely confident. But you know what? It'd be like that sometimes. I should add that I was just fucking blackout drunk having this conversation. This is not a normal conversation I would have. But those of you, a lot of you guys, we've spent a lot of time together online. A lot of you guys know that there's some things I'm pretty knowledgeable about. And there's a lot of things that I'm not knowledgeable about. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking to be so goddamn confident. Why did I have so much confidence in something so dumb? I don't know. So anyways, yeah, we found out where Brazil is. And I'm stupid. So that's a great way to end today's podcast. I hope you guys had a great time. Can I get a oh hell yeah from everyone in the chat? If you tuned in late, You can watch the repeat of this podcast on Podbean, on iTunes, on Spotify, on YouTube, podcast app, anywhere where podcasts can be found. You guys can find it. And it's great. It's a great podcast. If you don't have any money, that's fine. I don't blame y'all for having no money. But what you can do to help the podcast grow is you can tell a friend about the podcast. Tell your brother, tell your cousin. You can run and tell that homeboy. I appreciate the support. No one subscribed today. And the only bit donation I got today was the real Griff, whose house just burned down. You should be saving your money. I don't need your money. I need everyone else's money. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm probably going to take maybe a 30-minute break from being online to go sit down on the couch and close my eyes. And then after that, we're doing a live cooking stream. New York strip steak. Got it out there right now, getting to room temp. Got salt and pepper already on it. Dry brine. It's going to be great. I'm going to make some mashed potatoes. And although I don't have any bacon, I have some pork belly fat that I'll probably cook with some broccoli. Man, Mammy's dumplings will make you come. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Day, The Real Griff, Premeditated Bastard, Derek Gatz, Love, My Toe, Day, The Real Griff, and everyone who might be lurking. I'll see you guys soon. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Be safe out there. And that's it. Hope everyone has a great weekend. As I always say, don't drink too much. And don't drink too little. I know your name is Ezekiel. That was a strike, Ezekiel.